Do you re-inoculate your soil? Are you doing it every season? Well, let's get specific, right? Because some farmers have always known that rhizobia becomes regenerative. You apply rhizobia to your legumes in a field once, they form nodules. You can be assured that next year when you plant legumes again, they'll be there. Rhizobia passes through the digestion of animals, passes through hot compost. It sticks around, it's hardy. Some things are not as hardy, and we have to manage a certain way. We have to check, we have to inoculate, we have to bring it back quite often. And one of those things is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. In the cannabis world, they're always throwing away their soil after every season because they think it's spent. And it's a little bit like the mycology world where there's mushroom blocks and they use them and then they're spent. That's how they think about it. But the reality is our soil can get better and better every season, even with indoor systems. I know someone who's doing regenerative soil who's got over 40 cycles on the same soil. So that's 40 seasons. They're just going year round. So they get to do way more iterations. They get to learn a lot more, actually. So farmers are switching up their paradigm. People who are practicing regenerative soil and looking are being able to go deeper. So I have a friend, Josh, a student, that every year on his farm, he would add arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. He's paying out a fortune to spread this out over acreage. Are you doing that? A lot of people are doing that, and they don't realize that arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi can be regenerative. So Josh's issues are the reason why it's not becoming regenerative, and so he's continuously adding it. Sometimes he's seeing a benefit for a while and then not. And he doesn't understand why. When he pulls up his plants, the roots are burned off at the tips at a certain depth. And so we got into it, we started talking. We realized that there is a heritage, a history of adding high phosphorus fertilizer, so phosphate, right? And that is going to inhibit arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. And then we also figured out that he has really low pH, and it's due to aluminum. And so he has high aluminum, low pH, right? If it gets too low, then the aluminum can go in the plants, it can become solubilized and absorbable. And he has an anaerobic layer from all these years of tillage and chemical additions. And so it's all right, well, we got to get to that layer. We got to test that layer. You got to figure out what's in that layer and treat that. And then that takes the weight off the biology and allows the biology and the roots of the plants to do their work fully. They don't get burned any longer, and things start to harmonize over time. So you may ask, why didn't he just test to see if the inoculant was working or not? Well, he didn't know about the test method. I was the one who showed it to him. And up until very recently, all the abilities to test for mycorrhizal fungi lay in the university system because they could afford these really expensive microscopes that used mercury lamps. And so there's a hazard with mercury, obviously. And so they have them in university labs, hazmat suits, if any of those kinds of things break. But now we've got a home technology, an LED-based technology that allows us to view things with epifluorescence that we've never been able to see before at home. And so it's fast, it's easy, there's no stains, and you can see the mycorrhizal fungi. You can look at inoculant. This is actually an inoculant that I'm looking at right now, and I'm looking for sections of root that are inoculated, propagules, right? That's what mycorrhizal fungi and a root, when they combine, they become a propagule. And they're the actual inoculation method for next year. That's how they become regenerative. In a no-till system or a low-till system, or if you till and then plant the cover crop immediately, you have the ability to have that translate to the next crop or the next season. And it's those intact roots, intact root sections that are not, chemically, caustically removed, oxidized, UV radiation, all the things that can happen with tillage, all the things that can happen with adding, herbicides, pesticides, all these things are fungicides, right? So the method, you have to respect the arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, but the only way to know is to actually test and see that if it's there or not, and then to inoculate and test and see if it took. fully, because otherwise we're just flying blind. And the reality is, folks are paying for this, but now they can make it regenerative. So they can pay once and then follow management and observation techniques to keep it growing and going regeneratively. So I love it. These are new methods I've been able to bring to the fore. And because we have new methods, that begets new insights. And because we can have better insights, we can make better decisions. And that changes the speed. It changes the efficacy of our action, because our follow-through is completely different. So I know that you can do this. I know, because I've been doing this for years. I've been teaching folks for years about this. I wrote the book Regenerative Soil Microscopy. You can use this unit. This unit's incredible. It's very easy to use. It actually is the thing that takes the complexity out of all of this. So it's finally available to all of us. So please check it out. This whole unit actually is 40% off for students in my Regenerative Soil Microscopy course for the next month. So please check that out. See what's possible. Regenerativesoilmicroscopy.com is the website. We have a new course that starts on March 31st. I hope that you join us. It's an all-new season. You'll be able to learn in a lab setting. You'll be able to plug your microscope camera directly into Zoom and then show what you're seeing under the microscope, and you'll be able to see other people's and develop your eye in real time. We have like lab work. We'll be focusing on like soil and biofertilizers and hot compost and Johnson Sioux and vermicompost and EM and all these different things. We'll be looking at them, but we'll all be looking at them. We'll all bring samples. And so we'll develop our eye in real time. And so it's completely different than any other course that's available. It's a total game changer. I do things totally different, but folks that know microscopy find it incredibly valuable, because it gives them the insight and the certainty and the understanding to take their microscopy practice to a new level. And this is also great for people starting, because it's all paced out in a certain way, prepares you, develops your eye, and then has you do the practice and the reps together around themes with all of us together. I do long format, I do short format, then you guys do it, then we do it live, and then you guys do it in groups. So we do the iteration. You get to see it from all these different global perspectives from all over the world, all these different soil types, all the different compost types, right? So, and I also teach, not just bright field, right? Not just the silhouette effect. I teach epifluorescence, but I also teach dark field, and I teach manual lighting. And so this is an incredible opportunity. You can get 40% off of this. I have 10% off of AU, Australia microscopes. You can join us. You can get your feet wet. You can see what other people are doing. You can see through their microscope. You can ask them about their setup. You can do all that work before you even get the microscope by being part of the community. A lot of people do that. So I want you to be able to verify. I want you to be able to go in and see, is it inoculated? Is it not inoculated? Is this good inoculant before you even buy it in bulk, right? You can help farmers. You can be a soil consultant. You can be a microscopist. This program will train you. This program will teach you. I'm so excited. And if you have a lab and you have been doing soil consulting, soil microscopy, you need this course. This is going to completely change your practice, open up new avenues, and improve your recommendations and the actions and the feedback and the before and after testing for everything. So I hope that you join us. I'm Matt Powers. Grow abundantly, learn daily, and live regeneratively, because your soils can be regenerative. The microbes in your soil can be regenerative. And so you don't have to do it every year. All right, I'll see you.